Introduction. The cosmic plan for the millennium is rapidly unfolding as we spiral along the path to a much anticipated ascension. Cosmic graduation is at hand. All of planetary life eagerly awaits the transcendence of Earth and humanity. It is a time of convergence as we transcend the human veil and rediscover our unlimited state of existence. For centuries, humanity has anticipated the ending of the world, the Battle of Armageddon, the rapture, and the return of Christ. In these present times, we have added to the anticipation of these events as we wait expectantly for the New World Order and one world government. Each moment is pregnant with the anticipation of the long-predicted changes, inspired and governed by cosmological cycles within cycles, as they represent the progression of humanity from one age to the next. We are on a cosmic mission, traveling through linear time on Spaceship Earth, a living, breathing ship, no less alive than you and I. Wake up to the exhilarating truth and raise your heads from beneath the ground, for this tour is changing its velocity and its direction. This new direction requires its passengers to become multidimensional beings. In other words, we must assume our original state of being, self-realized consciousness. There is no greater joy than to embark on the rediscovery of self as we re-emerge from the dream and wipe the sleep from our eyes. Rediscovery, however, will not be initiated until we have embraced the courage to ask the questions that will take us beyond our state of limited consciousness. Quite frankly, there are no preconceived beliefs that can prepare us for the answers that will begin to flow. If we are not willing to commit to change, then those answers may fail to transform your life. The science of change is a simple formula that requires your willingness to release blocks and open the doors of perception. As our perception expands, it is then that the veils of disappointment, anger, shame, guilt, and fear are released. We bring peace and fluidity to our experiences when we consciously observe reality through the windows of our enlightened mind. The script of this grand light show is being rewritten. We have been living in the land of Oz. But wait, there is more. As the curtain is pulled back, to our amazement, we find ourselves both backstage and on stage. Should we venture even closer, we will discover that the stage and all of its set designs are being dismantled. Should we become even bolder, we will further discover that the theme is enlightenment. For we are nearing the completion of a great cycle. Mother Earth and her mineral, plant, and animal kingdom are all experiencing the influence of this conversion. We are involved in a synchronic cosmic conversion. The mathematical calculation derived by a great many have targeted the date of planetary rebirth to be 2012. Which is expected to close the chapter on a 26,000-year cycle. It is important that we do not become attached to this date. The exact time can only be felt within our being, for it is very much in conjunction with the esoteric harmonics of time travel, along with human and planetary DNA, which acts as a time-release capsule. Humanity is being steered to the next level of evolution. We are literally going back to the future. What does it mean to return to the future? We are transmitters and receivers of the simultaneous continuum of past, present, and future. Humanity operates as a conduit in time, fulfilling the illusion of separatism. To return to the future is to return to a non-fracturing consciousness, the place from which reality is dreamt into existence, as time does form a loop. Many are experiencing varying degrees of turbulence during these changes, as change is being impressed upon our souls. There is an urgent call for the awakening of the masses as the veils of separateness dissolves. We are being exposed as that which we truly are. We are one. We are one mind being expressed through many minds. We are being reminded that we have been existing in clay costumes and performing in our various roles, all occurring under the illusion of limitation. We must, however, applaud ourselves for a job well done. Within this reality, the emotional experiences of joy, pain, power, and the manipulation of others have been well achieved to its maximum level of probability. Many will give repeat performances, for very few will transcend at the close of this cyclic procession. Vast majorities have experienced all levels of duality through every fragment of possibility and have exhausted a mass of earthly experiences. It is for this reason that the show is at an end for those who are ready to recognize that the time has arrived for us to progress to the next level of this cosmic ride. The object of this conversion is to anchor light and love on the planet as we move beyond the illusion of duality. It is the anchoring of alignment. There are many who will not embrace this transition, as they are heavily submerged in illusions which are firmly planted upon a foundation of contentment. Being human has become a comfortable experience. We have imprisoned ourselves in the excitement of the experience, and we have created fantasies of numerous possibilities of what lies ahead after encountering the inevitable force of death. We then look to various religions to validate these fantasies, while we continue to give our power away to any individual or organization willing to assume responsibility for the conversion of our soul. We peddle our freedom for the purchase of increments of time through the governing powers of the world, government, religion, and the corporate world. The 24-hour time cycle, which represents an Earth Day, has been cleverly flavored, sliced, and served back to us with the promise of a better life in the here, now, and afterlife. Humanity exists under a programming of subservience to those who have appointed themselves caretakers. Man is enslaved and imprisoned emotionally, spiritually, and physically by his brothers. Such manipulation has played in the dance for millions of years, which has created a downward spiral into decreasing extremes in vibration. In other words, we have become more human, relying strongly on the physical world. We are out of alignment. We have forgotten the splendor of these magnificent bodies, intricately designed to access the full potential of the emotional experience of this lower frequency realm. The human body has been beautifully engineered to process the sensation of emotional impulses. These are simply calculated patterns of energy, resulting in fluctuating levels of vibration. Humanity is consumed by the fear of change, for deep within lies awareness that change demands each of us to assume responsibility for ourselves. It requires much work, and we have become a society of spiritually indolent people. Religion has supported our spiritual sightlessness by masterminding numerous taboos, along with banishing the marriage between cosmic science and man. In the greater light of this infinite plan, this state of blindness has occurred in honor of the greater evolution of the whole. For without these experiences, the human drama would not have been complete. In remembering that creation is meticulously interwoven, every moment in time travels through the nucleus of the primordial fountain. Creation, in its brilliance, has sealed within ourselves the blueprint of divine knowledge. Humankind is now being guided back to sovereignty. In man's sovereign state, he not only walks with Source, she is Source, existing not only in full alignment with all life, but in conscious awareness of being all life, for there is only oneness. Sovereignty is an expression of the infiniteness of creation. It is the unfolding of spiritual freedom through the empowerment of love. The time has come to reawaken to cosmic science as we dismiss the age of spiritual sleep. We are rediscovering that creation has unlimited possibilities and will soon transport us beyond this third-dimensional reality. In so doing, it will redefine science. All expressions of life exist based on a variation of frequencies and patterns unfolding from a boundless procession of energy. As we come alive to the memory of that which we are, we shall burst forth in magnificence. No longer will we seek peace and fulfillment outside of ourselves, for we will become the very thing that we have searched for over numerous lifetimes. What joy will be unleashed when we discover that space and time was a constriction that we placed upon ourselves. It has always been a matter of perception, for thought is the in and out breath of all life, transcending from the symphonic backdrop of the void. Thought echoes and ripples through sound, colors, and the magnificent light spectrum. It is the dream that has given birth to itself, manifesting as holographic realities such as the earth plane. The purpose of this journey has been to explore who and what we are. We are the indefinable source, therefore we are all things, we are all life, yet, paradoxically, we are definable according to states of consciousness within the moment. Now is the time to emerge as the unlimited sovereign being that you are. Partake in the resurrection and the redemption of the sovereign state of mankind. Sovereignty is indeed the reflection of an unlimited being standing forth as the free agent that he or she is. There are multitudinous realms to be explored, possibilities bursting forth from the river of thought. We are multidimensional beings. Once we have opened our minds, we will discover a freedom that will touch our soul and cradle us into forever.